Sports by Scout, Monday Night Football is upon us. We got Dolphins, Steelers. I got the props. No bullshit. Let's get into it. You ready? First prop I like, Jaylen Warren. All right, and I think we're going to take him for 60 rush and receiving yards. And I'll show you why. Look at this. Miami allows some of the most receiving yards to running backs in the league. They are also not that great against the rush. So as you can see here, he hasn't gone under 60 rushing receiving yards. He's only gone under it twice, which I like. Okay, let's look at some more insights on this one. Yeah, one game he had more passing yards than he did rushing yards. It seems like a lot of these games he's had more passing yards. So I kind of like this a lot. 60 is pretty decent value. Let's look at the alt lines. Yeah, 65 is so you're probably looking at a minus 200, which is good if you're going to make a parlay, right? Okay. So that one I like. Let's take a look at some other picks that I came up with. Okay. So we're going to take a look at Tua's passing yards. Now, as you can see here, I like him for over 170. And I believe it should be a favorable matchup. Yeah, 27th in the league against the pass. So for one, he's not really the best, I'd say, but just in terms of his favorable matchup, I kind of like that. Now, they pass more than they run. Jalen Waddle, we're going to look at him next. I think that's going to correlate well. Look at that. Lamar Jackson didn't hit this by a half a yard. Got hooked. Josh Allen, this was actually pretty crazy. Something probably happened. 230. Caleb Williams went over that. Listen, they're not terrible. Flacco didn't really do great. But, it's a good matchup. 170, he's kind of pretty steady at 170, I'd say. Only got under it 3 times. All right, well, that's that. So you can take that for what it's worth. I'm just going to give you all the props I found that were the most likely. Obviously, you take your own discretion on these. Jalen Waddle for over 50 receiving yards, okay? Now, let's take a look. Overall versus wide receivers, Pittsburgh is 31st in the league against receiving yards. 50 is gracious. I'm sure he goes well over 50 this game, but 50 is gracious for a parlay. So the value we're looking at is around, minus 195. I'd lock that up quickly. Let's just take a look. Obviously, pass more. He's the main target share. 23.8% with 86 targets so far. And I like that a lot. That's about all I can show you about that. Okay. Next up, we're going to look at Devon Achane for over 60 rush yards. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, he's gone over this. He's only gone under this once all season. Let's see what the value is. Yeah, you know what? You might want to take him for over 70 because the value is there. 60 might not be enough. Minus 295. Versus running backs, they're 23rd in the league against the rush. He's only gone under 3 times all season. Let's see. He obviously has the most rush share. And let's just take a look. Yeah, so Derrick Henry went over. Keaton Mitchell, James Cook went well over. DeAndre Swift, I don't count these. One guy, Beast, he went over. Chase, I like him for his over. Take him for over 70. For sure. All right, we'll just take a look at his rush and his receiving yards just to see if there's value there at 100. They're not really the best against. It's a neutral matchup, so it can go either way. Is there more value in just taking the rush? Let's take a look. Let's just see. Over 100 would be -150. That's actually not bad. Actually not bad. You kind of cover your basis. I mean, look at this. One game for 225. Beastly. Beastly. I don't know. Take you for either 100 rush and receiving or 70 rush yards. Okay? You're banking on the fact that if he's going to have a big game, get one big catch, and run for 30 yards. I don't know. Let's take a look at his reception just to give you guys some comfort, whether or not, or his targets at least. All right, so his targets, 22 passing plays, and he only had one target, 5 target. Okay, I mean, this was against the Jets also. All right. I just take a look at his. I just stick with his rush yards. Just to be safe. I mean, he's gone under it the same amount of times he's gone under his rush yards. So take that for what it's worth. We're going to keep it moving. Next pick, we're going to look at Malik Washington for over 2.5 receptions. He's only got under it twice all season. The only thing about this is, I believe, let's just take a look. Let's look at the matchup. Yeah, they're 31st for reception, 32nd against wide receivers for receptions. This might be a move. He's got 15% of the target share. I like this. This is a good sleeper pick. 2.5 receptions, Malik Washington. Let's keep it moving. We're going to look at now some Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell. Is this a move to take him for 15 rush yards? As the backup. 23rd in the league. Let's take a look and see what the backups have done. Went over. They went over. Krosky Merritt almost went over. You know something? I kind of like this for 15. What's the value looking like? Okay, 20 is -167. So you're looking at probably, I'd say, around -200. Just a thought. You don't have to take this. Obviously, you don't have to take any of them. But I'm just going to show you what the value is and what the stats look like. You make your own decisions from there. Let's take a look at the next pick. Metcalf for his receiving yards. We're going to take a look at his receiving yards. He's coming off a 148-yard game head-to-head. Yeah, well, this was last year, so let's not count this. Coming off a 148-yard game. We're looking at, obviously, look at this. Receiving yards. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Let's take a look at the matchup. All right, so they're 3rd in the league, so they actually have really good. They have really good cornerbacks here, so they're only allowing the 3rd most. No, they don't allow a lot. I'll put it like that. All right, I get so confused how to say that sometimes. All right, receptions. Let's look at this receptions. Maybe that might give you more comfort to take it for 3. What's the value for 3? 3 -560. No thanks. Just something to look at. Obviously, he's gonna have to throw to somebody, or try to. So yeah, if you're gonna take him for his receiving yards, yeah, what are you looking at? 50? Looking at 45? What's 45? I mean, 40 is -2. You might as well take it for over 40 just to be safe. Sheesh. Makes me nervous. All right. We looked at Jalen Warren already, right? We did. All right, guys. Those are the picks. Good luck. Thank you for staying tuned to the whole video and watching it all the way through. I appreciate it. YouTube rewards us. Obviously, they push the video out further, and I need some help getting exposure to this channel. If you could subscribe, that'll be great. If you guys can help me out by subscribe, comment, like, and if you guys win, let me know. Comment below. And again, good luck.